about 10, 11 years old. But I wasn't really thinking about modeling back then. I was looking at the entrepreneur in her.
Right.
You know, the modeling just kind of happened, but being a writer / entrepreneur, those are my first passions.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
And the modeling, it just kind of happened. You know, I feel like I said, the modeling is going to be a stepping stone. It's just a pedestal.
Yeah, no question about that.
Mm-hmm.
So who was the give a big shout out to your aunt, whoever that was, that helped drive you and put you on the path that you are today. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who she was, but you might want to speak on it because, you know, I know you do kind of give praise or give thanks to that aunt, and I don't know who it is, but
oh yeah, my auntie Shelly.
Okay.
She always told me from a child. She said, "Deja, it is not enough to be beautiful, but you have to be intelligent as well."
Mm-hmm.
She always told me, "There's a lot of pretty faces out here, but if you don't have intelligence to go along with that, you will not make it out here."
Right.
And she always told me, "Do not rely on your looks. It will not get you far."
No doubt.
And that's why I am the way I am. I'm extremely intelligent. People would try to judge me and make me out to be, you know, not smart, but I'm extremely smart. I'm a big believer in education. I'm a big believer in just teaching yourself different things and new things. I actually didn't go to college, but I'm always reading different books. I'm always educating myself. I'm actually teaching myself a language right now.
Okay.
You know, I want to learn 5 different languages by the time I turn 30.
Yeah.
That's definitely something that I want to do.
No doubt.
So I'm a big believer in education. And even, like I said, I didn't go to college, but I feel like if you don't go to school, you can always educate yourself. Go to Barnes & Noble. Go to any bookstore, you know, buy different books. Go get different newspapers. Educate yourself on what's going on in the world.
Right.
Different things like that. So I'm a big believer in that.
No question.
Mm-hmm.
And what a lot of people don't know, because we let them know right now, there's a lot of substance with you. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people that's out there, they get involved in their careers, whatever the case is, and they kind of become self-centered. And, you know, and knowing a little bit about you, I know that, you know, I'm going to let you tell a story about your community involvement. You know what I'm saying? On how you do, you know what I'm saying, different things in your community, your volunteer work, so forth and so on. And you know, tell us a little bit about that, you know, on how you enjoy doing that and what that's all about.
Well, basically, I love animals. I love animals, and I like to volunteer at the Humane Society. So that is something that I feel strongly about. One day, I would love to have my own nonprofit organization. I would love to do things like that. So right now, the main thing that I'm doing as far as helping out in the community, I like to volunteer at the Humane Society.
Okay.
When I'm home, that is something that I love to do. Because there are lots of animals that are strays, stray cats, stray dogs, and they're just out on the street. And I you know, they have feelings and emotions just like human beings. And people, some people, they neglect them, you know, and I feel like people like me, we work hard to help animals, and we want to make sure that they're not on the streets.
Right.
You know, and I also would like to get into the shelters. That's something that I'm going to work on probably in January. Start helping out the homeless. You know, doing different things like volunteering at different shelters out here in Charlotte. You know, that's something that I really want to do. I have an aunt who actually, she works at a shelter in New York. And I would love to go up there and help out when I'm in New York and volunteer up there. But I'm a big believer in volunteering time, because you have to give back to the community.
Absolutely.
Sometimes that's something that you really, you know, actually all the time, that is something that you need to do, because you should have to give back.
Right. No
because,
question.
I mean, if you're gaining so much, you should want to.
Right.
You should want to.
So I'm curious. You're not one of them young ladies that got 15 cats and like 6 dogs in your house or nothing.
No. No, I actually don't have any animals. I don't have any animals right now.
Okay.
But I would like to get a cat. I would like to get a cat. And I think I'll get one probably next year.
Right.
But I'm just an animal. I'm an animal lover. I love dogs and cats, but right now, I would want to get a cat because cats are pretty they're pretty self-sufficient.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't have the time to take care of a dog. You know, I would never be home, and I would feel really bad because I'm always leaving the dog home. But with the cat, they just chill. They take care of themselves. All I have to do is clean out the litter box. You know, so that's something that I really want to do. I want to get a cat one of these days.
All right. So here's my question to you. What's your vision? Because I do know that you're looking forward to getting into the fashion entertainment business. And give us a little insight on your vision on what you would like to do or the type of force that you would like to be in that business.
My vision is to, along with the modeling, my vision is to become a successful author. I see my book being a New York Times bestseller. Yeah. I would love to be an entrepreneur, own my own line of clothing. The sky's the limit with that.
No doubt.
The sky's the limit.
Yeah, no question.
I would love to just build an empire.
Right.
That's my dream. My dream is to build an empire.
Yeah, no doubt.
Different businesses and just really doing my thing with that. Yeah. That is my dream.
No doubt.
That is my dream. I see myself doing that. I see it.
Yeah.
I feel like if you work hard, you can get anything that you want.
No question.
You can do anything. You can be whatever you want, and that is my dream.
No doubt. Do you have any visions of a particular model that you would like to be on the runway with, or a particular venue that you would like to be able to perform at?
I know that I'm petite, so I would never be able to be a runway model.
Okay.
I would never be able to be a runway model, but I see myself owning my own line of clothing, so I can pick and choose what runway models I want wearing my clothes, but I would never be able to be a runway model. But I definitely, right now, you know, I'm more into the glamour modeling side of things and print work, commercial work. I can see myself on covers of many magazines, spreads in different magazines. I definitely see that.
Right.
I do.
Yeah, no doubt. So we also know that you're very spiritually grounded, and kind of give us a little insight and actually talk to other people, because just like you was inspired by somebody might be listening or might be seeing you, and you give them some type of inspiration. So kind of speak a little bit on basically what it takes to actually get to where you are and go beyond the where you are to some of those that might need a little help trying to go down the path that you went down.
Oh, you said spiritually?
Yes.
Okay. I had my own spiritual journey with God. I feel like it is definitely a personal journey. I actually explored with different religions. I used to be a Buddhist.
Okay.
And I stopped that. I was a Buddhist about 3 years ago, and then I quit that and I went back into Christianity. But I feel like with learning and reading up on different religions, it helped me to understand myself. It helped me to understand the world. It helped me to understand energy, you know. And I feel like it's definitely a personal journey. So if anybody tries to tell you you have to be a Christian, you have to be a Buddhist, you have to be whatever,
right?
It is definitely up to you, and that is something that you have to go through.
No doubt.
Don't let anybody force you into being anything. That is something that you have to be happy with, because at the end of the day, it's about what grounds you out. It's not about what religion, you know, you want to be a part of. It's about what grounds you out.
Right.
When you're in need, when you need help, it's about whoever you pray to. If that's who helps you out, if that's what grounds you out, wonderful. But don't let anybody pressure you into thinking that you have to be a Christian or you have to be whatever. It's all about what you want, and it's a personal journey.
No doubt.
It really is. Because I have my own personal, you know, relationship with God, and that's what counts.
Right.
I'm definitely a Christian, you know, that's what I am, but it's definitely a personal relationship.
No question.
It really is.
Yeah. And it's also all about, you know what I'm saying, where we actually can see this all day when we see you, about taking care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know, internally and externally. So, you know, for those that don't know, that also comes with it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, Daisy, it was a beautiful thing that you came out and you sat and you spoke with us for a little while. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we definitely appreciate what you're doing. And here at Mafia Magazine, we're going to push you. We're going to help support you. You know what I'm saying? Any way that we can. No doubt, baby. And before we go, though, you know, I want to give you the opportunity to plug and shout out everything and everybody that's helped you get to the point to where you are today.
Well, I wanna thank my mom. You know, she's definitely a big support system. She's always been there for me to support me and help me. I want to thank everybody who's a part of my team. Let's see, a few people. Let's see, somebody who I work with out here. Her name is Coretta Livingston. She definitely was a big help in my modeling career. At the beginning of this year, she helped me out with a lot. My manager, Rob, he's a big help right now. You know, he's definitely very supportive, and I appreciate him so much. I appreciate my family and friends who've been there for me. I really appreciate so many people. The list goes on. Shout out to Marcus Blasingame. I just shot for Black Men's Magazine.
Okay.
Last weekend when I was in New York, just shot for them. So that should be coming out next year. Right. At the top of the year. So I'm very excited about that. Shout out to John Blasingame. I was in his runway show in New Jersey about a week and a half ago. Yeah. And that was a very great experience. I made a lot of connections. I networked. I met a lot of different people. Yeah. I was able to meet a photographer. I had a wonderful photo shoot in New York. The list goes on. Okay. I appreciate everybody who's been there for me, and you can follow me on Twitter at DAZIA Moore. That's DAZIA MOORE, and then you can check out my website, DAZIAMOORE.com.
No doubt. And for all my listeners, y'all gotta also know that we got Daisy Mafia Magazine coming up in the next issue also. So don't sleep, baby. She's definitely gonna be a force to be reckoned with. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Daisy, baby, I appreciate you coming out and you speaking with Mafia, you heard? And like I said before, you know, anything that we can do, don't hesitate to act, you heard? And
thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
No doubt. Hey, y'all take care, baby, and may you always be blessed, and may you always prosper in the things that you do. All right?
Thank you. You too. Thank you so much.
No doubt, baby. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.